Hello everyone, and we're back again with another awesome video. But before we start, for those who are new to this channel, my name is Fernando and you are on Fernando de la Cruz Films, where we talk about films, reviews, vlogs, and all kinds of awesome jazz. And for y'all, you get to know me personally as well. But for today's video, we're going to be talking about the a6400 and if it's able to keep up with 2021. Is it able to keep up with the new cameras that are coming out this year? Alpha 1, A7S III, which by the way, I would love to get those cameras, but something new camera wise did happen, but we're not going to talk about today. We're talking about the a6400. So let's go. Now, the first awesome thing that I love about this camera is that it's so small. And what's good about it being so small is that you can fit it in. You can just put it in your bag and it's ready to go. It might not have IBIS, but that's easy to solve. All you do, you can put it on a gimbal. And because of it being so light, you're not gonna have any problems with a gimbal. Or you can put a rig on it so that you can zoom in anywhere you go. And it's not heavy on the wrist. And I've had a situation, Nikon D3300, where I end up messing up my hand. Yeah, because of it being so heavy, especially with the gimbal. But that's why I got this, because it's so light on the hand and it's such a breeze. I can literally just put this in my bag and shoot all the films, which is what I did for the last film that I shot not too long ago. I literally just took this in, this outside just the way it is, and shot some amazing footage. Speaking of amazing quality, it also shoots in 4K, which is the way to go. 24 to 30 frames per second. It also can shoot in 1080, 24 frames per second if you want to go slow, 6 frames per second, and you want to go
slow down horribly for fun.
Slower.
There it is.
120 frames per second. This baby can do the most cinematic quality in this little thing, and I love this baby so freaking much. It's also user friendly for some when it comes to the menu system, which I totally get. When I first got this camera and started playing with the menus, totally confused, especially from jumping from Nikon to Sony. So that I understand, but after you just gotta play with it a couple of times. It has special I can't say this right. It also has special buttons. I'll just say that instead. It also has special buttons that you can customize so that you can finish your footage quicker. So in other words, you can click C1 or C2 to make it do a certain function, so that it can make the camera go a certain way so that you won't have to go in the menu system and be ready to go. For example, like I do certain presets, so it'll be automatically at 4K or 1080 and 60 frames per second, 1080 to 120 frames per second. All I have to do is click the button and it's good to go. But like I said, you just have to work at it and study it a bit, just like with any other camera, and you'll get used to it, which is so cool because it's totally customizable for it to be suited for you. One thing that's also cool about this camera is the durability. Like I remember when I dropped it during shooting hollow in the snow. I dropped this thing. It wasn't a soft landing either. We were on a cliff, right? So the situation was and the ending thing was over a cliff, and you see the character looking over the cliff and seeing how beautiful life is. When I was on that cliff, there was also ice underneath me, and I have a fear of heights, so you have to take a chance in film, and I really wanted to get that shot, and so I was zooming. I was a little bit too close, and I slipped and I dropped this, and I was like, oh! That was only like my like second or third month of having this camera, and when I dropped it, my heart stopped. But I picked it up, and the snow got on it a little bit, but it was able to handle it, and it didn't break it, obviously, because I've been using this for a year, and it's weather sealed too. They say it's weather sealed. Now I would not, like, you know, hey, cannonball into the river. No, I wouldn't do that, but it can handle a couple of drops, because there were times where I shot with this in the rain when it was drizzling, and it was still able to handle it, even capture the audio too. So that says a lot that this thing, even when you feel it, the quality is the quality is amazing. I will recommend I would recommend you all getting a case for this, because the a6000 series, the camera body compared to the Alpha series, it's a bit small. So that's why I also got this cage too, and this wooden handle right here, so I can have more of a grip. And also the beauty about the cage is that you can rig it up so you have more. You can have handles on the side. You put a monitor here. You can put it on, put the rails on the bottom here. Put a monitor on top. Anything you want to do, that it makes it fully customizable. Another thing about this is that you no longer have to have a 30-minute time limit. I remember with my old camera, I had to wait 30. I had to literally time my phone. I had to really set a timer on my phone for 30 freaking minutes. And so, ding dong, gotta stop it and press record again. With this, they fixed that so that you can record as long as you want. Hey, another thing, picture profiles, especially when it comes to S-Log. Now, I will say, if you're not into color grading, maybe you wouldn't like S-Log, but it also shoots amazing color from straight out the camera too. But I wouldn't recommend it if you want to really get more into depth. That's what creates that cinematic look, is shooting flat. Because when you shoot flat, you're able to customize the colors to be any way you want it to be. And that's what makes the quality too. It's not just the sharpness, it's also the color. Which, a good program to use, by the way, DaVinci Resolve. Go Christopher Nolan on this, no joke. The colors on this, pretty legit. Now, the one thing that people may say is that it doesn't have IBIS. So freaking what? You can get the a6400, but you're just paying like a couple of $100 more for the same exact thing. And IBIS isn't even all that great with the a6400. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not downing it. I'm not dissing it. A buddy of mine has it, and he loves it. Props to him, and props to those who have the a6600. I just don't see the point, because it's so freaking light. You can just pop it on the gimbal and you're good to go. There's many ways to avoid that situation. And most of all, it is under $1,000. You can get amazing quality for under $1,000. You can get amazing freaking quality for under $1,000. And now that the A7S III is out and the new Alpha 1 is coming out, it has a lot of value. So it might stay around the price range, which is around over $800, $900. But yo, it's under $1,000 and you get so much quality. And the one thing I love about this, what people don't like about this, is the flip cam. That's another thing. I love the flip cam too. I don't like the whole side thing, because I have a habit of looking to the side instead of looking this way, because that way your eyeballs are looking more at it instead of to the side, because I had a habit of doing that. So with my other cameras, I had a habit of looking to the side, which I just love how you're able to see everything through the camera. And also for vloggers, just hold it this way, you're good to go. But I'm going way off topic. That's just another freaking pro. But you can do amazing, you can do this thing for under $1,000 and all that it comes with. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. If I can get my hands on the Alpha 1, I would be a happy guy. But speaking about getting the hands on a camera, I just got a new camera not too long ago, but I won't say it until next time on Fernando de la Cruz Films. Thank you so much for all that is watching, and pick up your a6400. You will not regret it. I've shot so many freaking films with this thing, and I've gained a relationship with this thing. I just love this camera so freaking much, man. Her name is Selena, by the way. I named her Selena. Yeah, I have a habit of naming all my cameras. My old camera right there, the big old Betsy. That's her. It is Selena, and my new one, I think we're gonna name her Avelina. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified when that video comes. Boom, ding, and until next time, see ya. Boom.